Right, okay guys, so pickups video, but let me just explain where I've been, because you may have noticed I haven't done any videos for a while, and there's a good reason for that. Been suffering with a bit of burnout, and all us YouTubers tend to get this from time to time. You know, just a small space of time where you just don't feel like doing it. And the way I always see it is, if you don't feel like doing it, don't do it, because if you force it, it will come across forced in the video. And really, what I have been doing is enjoying watching my films and playing my games and reading my comics and just having a bit of downtime from YouTube. So I've been enjoying that. So it's not all been bad. And the good thing with that is, obviously, that's just the dose you need to get you back on YouTube. Bit of time out, bit of time to chill, bit of time to enjoy yourself. And then before you know it, you're like, do you know what? I might do a YouTube vid. And here I am again. So yeah, it's never a bad thing. It's a common thing. I know many YouTubers go through this, so it's not just me. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's get on with what I picked up. Right, so first off, charity shop find. £2, which I think was a bargain. And this is the Mad Max trilogy, first 3 films. Now, if I'm honest, I really only see 3 films. I wasn't a fan of that later one they did. In fact, really, let's be honest, it's more of a bait and switch, really, isn't it? Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that film, so I'm quite happy to just have the 3-film box set. So yeah, £2, bargain on Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure this goes for around a tenner on CEX, so I got a good result there. And then, you'll be no surprise by this one. I'd been picking up all the others, but I needed number 7. And as you might have remembered off another video I did, this was the one that was, and as you can see, the cardboard sleeve bit is still there. This was the one that was eluding me because of the price. They do this with these series. There's always one that's more expensive than the other, and that's this one. Now, I had some trade credit, and that's how I ended up getting it. And even then, CEX's price wasn't too bad compared to what a lot of other places are charging. So I got this for a good deal. So now I can rip this to the PC. I'll have all of the Voyager episodes backed up and archived on my PC. Should the discs rot. They shouldn't, because like I've said to you guys already, these flight cases are the best ones to get. These don't suffer with rot. It's the cardboard slim cases that you have to worry about. So if you're going to pick up Voyager or Deep Space Nine on DVD, always make sure you get these hard plastic cases. They're the best ones. Right, so that's that. Let's put that down now, because I've got a few more to get through here. I have been buying quite a few films recently. Like I said, I've been watching them. So, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. For some reason, I've never owned this film. I don't know why, because I really enjoy it. But I think it's probably because it's always been on streaming platforms and stuff. And you know what I'm like, I've got a bad opinion of streaming platforms these days. So when I saw this going, I think it was like $6.99 on Amazon, I grabbed it. It looks great on Blu-ray, the sound quality and the picture. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what Blu-ray's like, but they've done a great job of remastering it and it looks really good. So happy to have that in the collection. DVD upgrade, Heartbreak Ridge. Now, I haven't really got to tell you about Heartbreak Ridge, have I? I imagine you probably already know all about this. It's one of Clint Eastwood's probably lesser known films, but it's actually one of my favourites. Obviously, it's about a ragtag bunch that have basically drove their drill sergeant out by not playing ball. And Clint Eastwood comes in. He's not the sort of guy that's just going to mess about. He comes in and he basically whips them into shape. And by the time he's done, they end up being a very formidable team. So, yeah, really good fun, good jokes. There's some really funny bits in this especially. And yeah, I love this film. So I had to upgrade it to Blu-ray. This one I think was $7.99 on Amazon. And the good thing is it's one of these slim cases. So again, takes up less room, which is always a bonus, right? So that's Heartbreak Ridge. Charity shop find, Ready Player One. Now I did want to get this on 4K. But 4K is 20 quid. And when you see it in a charity shop for £1 on Blu-ray, you know, I can kind of accept that. It's well worth £1. So yeah, maybe we'll upgrade later on to the 4K, but right now I'm happy with the Blu-ray. I do have this digitally, but I did want it physically for obvious reasons. We spoke about it before. And yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this because I haven't actually watched it since it came out. So I love the gaming references and the cult classic film references from the 80s and 90s. Just a really enjoyable film when it comes to all the Easter eggs. So, yeah, looking forward to giving this a watch again. Spotlight, another charity shop find. Bought this for £1. I know that some people don't like this film, but I didn't mind it. I like a lot of films that are based on true stories. And of course, this is all based on the scandal that happened in America where a magazine, or was it a magazine or a newspaper? One of the two, I can't remember which. It was a long time ago I watched it. But they stumbled onto all of the shenanigans that were going on between the Catholic Church and obviously minors. So yeah, it's a good film to watch. If you've not watched it, it's worth giving it a go. And that was £1 also, so bargain, right? Then we move to an Arnold Schwarzenegger classic. This is a DVD upgrade, Raw Deal. $6.99 on Blu Ray. I was originally thinking of getting it on 4K, but it was 20 quid. And if I'm honest, I like Raw Deal, but do I want to pay 20 quid for it? Not really. I mean, it is a B movie. It's a better B movie than most, but it is still a B movie. Do I really want to pay 20 quid for it? My answer was no. So picked it up on Blu Ray. And of course, it's got that great line in it: you shouldn't drink and bake. And then we got the Arrow release of Roadhouse. I pre-ordered this because, and it is typical, as you know guys, I'm a big fan of Roadhouse. I recently reacquired it on DVD and then found out a month after I bought it that this was coming out. So I pre-ordered it. I'm not going to take it all apart. Well, I might briefly. I'm not going to take everything out. But this is a 4K release. I've reversed the cover because the cover was the same as this one. And I didn't see the point in having that twice. So I put the original cover that was on the back in it. So that looks much better. It's the original cover. And you get like a mat and various other bits. I'm not going to pull them all out. But yeah, I like the little mat of the double deuce bar. I think that's pretty cool. And then you've got the film with some special features. And then you've got a second disc. So yeah, I can only imagine that there's more special features on there. So it's really good. I have watched some of the special features and really enjoyed them, but I haven't got through the whole lot yet. I think this worked out maybe $24.99, but when you consider what you're getting, and it is an Arrow release. Arrow releases, you always get more stuff on them. They're always worth paying a little bit extra. And let's be honest, no one else has released this on 4K, so you kind of got no choice anyway. So yeah, but I was happy to pick that up. Then we've got the Arrow release of Jason X. Now, I know a lot of people thought this film was crummy, but I have my own reasons for enjoying this film. Again, I will take it out. I have not switched the cover. I might do at some point, but I kind of like this artwork. It is only one disc, but you do get a load of extras here. But again, I'm not going to pull them all out. This one, I think, might have been £20. I think it might have been a little bit cheaper. It is another 4K release. But the reason I grabbed it, other than the special features, which are really good, by the way, they do like interviews with the original actor, like the actor in this of Jason and so on and so forth. What I like about it is basically Jason in space, and it's the inventive way that he kills people. The death scenes are the best bits, right? I mean, let's be honest, what's not to like? Jason in space. I mean, you know that he's going to wreak all sorts of havoc. He's in the future, he's in space, he's got new things available to him to kill people with. So, of course, he's going to take advantage of that. And that's what I like about it. It is filmed, and you especially notice it now as 4K, because this is a DVD upgrade, right? I've got it on DVD. You notice it more on the 4K now, that when they filmed this, they did do it very cheaply, because it kind of reminds you of a feature-length TV episode, the way it's filmed and all that. And they have tweaked some of the really bad CGI in it, so it's watchable now. But yeah, you really notice that with a 4K, but in some ways that's kind of the charm of it, right? I'm sure people who have been watching films as long as I have will get what I mean by that. Sometimes where it looks bad, it looks good, if that makes sense. People who watch films a lot will know what I mean. Anyway, Jason X, I'm happy to have that as an upgrade in my collection. Second to last film. Now, I recently was talking about this on another video, and I did have it on DVD, and for some stupid reason, well, I know the reason, I got rid of it because it was back when I was buying everything on Amazon. And of course, we now know that Amazon takes stuff away from you. So I wanted to reacquire it again. And that film is Enter the Ninja. I remember watching this as a kid on VHS. Admittedly, we did have a dodgy copy of it back in the day. And that one was uncut. What I did notice with this one is it's cut. Whenever they throw a shuriken or whenever they use the poison darts with the blowpipe, it will go from them going to take it out of their jacket and then it will cut to the person dead on the floor. You don't see the bit in between. Them take it out, use it, and then them hit them with it, which is a bit unfortunate. So I may have to try and pick this up on VHS because I want the uncut version of this. The interesting thing is, like I said, I had this on DVD before, and I didn't think my earlier version of this was cut. But it was released on the same label, so I don't know, maybe it was. Sometimes our brains play this trick with us, right? But either way, I want to get this uncut, so it's good to watch it again. It is a B movie, but it's a good B movie. Frank Nero's dubbed, it's a bit off, but you know, and also he's a bit old to be doing a lot of the moves he's doing, so there's a lot of double work done. But Sho Kusagi is a legend, and it's great to see him running around in a ninja costume. That's all you need, right? So, great film. If you haven't watched it, give it a go, guys. It's well worth giving it a go. And then last but not least for this one, I picked up something that I would have watched a lot back in the day as a kid, and that is GoBots. Now, over here, you can't get this on anything other than VHS, and this came up at a really stupid price. I can't remember how much. It was only a few quid. And so I grabbed it. It's, you know, obviously it's showing the wear of time. You wouldn't believe I've already given this a wipe over. It still looks grubby. I'll have to go over it again. It obviously has been left sitting in an attic or a shed somewhere. So it's got a bit grubby over time. But then we've got to remember this thing's like probably 40 years old now. So, and what is nice to see is the old logo here, the video collection. I remember this being a prominent thing with VHS when I was younger. Isn't it funny just how a logo and a production company can give you a lot of memories just from that? But anyway, yeah, GoBots. Obviously, this was a not a spin-off, but a competitor against Transformers back in the day. It was known as something else in Japan, Moto something, I forget which. But yeah, I'm happy to have this in the collection, so it's nice to have another VHS. Anyway, guys, that's it for this month. I say this month, I mean, at the moment I'm picking up things fairly quickly, so it won't be a month till the next one. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And until next time, take care, stay safe. Nerdy Geezer out.